Clique 45 are back again today on a very, very boring week of football. I will not lie. How do you feel, Aya? Do you agree with it?
Drained, man.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, as your host of the Clique 45 channel, we are here. And opposite us, we have got Liverpool fan Esco representing and making his debut onto the podcast. Killing it on TikTok, 100k followers, I believe he's on.
No,
Is it not?
No one
I swear.
Why do you always?
Why do I do this? I swear you are. That's foul. Sorry, that's foul. Sorry, that's the Italian striker.
One day.
That's the Italian striker. I am.
Wow.
That's the Italian striker. I'm thinking of the Italian striker. Sorry, my bad. Shout out to him though. Shout out to him. He is 30 great. Was it 30k?
Yes,
there you go. You see, I knew it. You see, I know these numbers, innit? I just get people confused.
That's 100k.
I thought it was 100k, but you're still killing the game. You're still killing the game with Arsenal.
Yeah.
How you feel?
I'm enjoying the international break. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
It's the amount of money it saves. Honestly, going to games every single week, here, there, and everywhere. The amount it costs. Oh my god! When you get a week to just forget the money, like just sit down.
Yeah,
I don't have to be up north.
No,
2 p.m., 3 p.m. and up at 6 a.m. Yes, it's a nice. It's like a week off. I call it a week off.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for the rest of the season now. That's fully underway. So
yeah,
we've got all of that to come.
Well, to Arsenal fans, do you feel like this international break came at a good time? Because I'm not gonna lie, I would say, oh my god, did you see the Germany domination? But I don't really care. But yeah, I just want to ask you, like, do you think this international break came at a good time?
It's not Dubai.
It's not Dubai.
What we'll take.
It's not Dubai. When is Dubai? When's Dubai?
I don't think we're having Dubai this year, you know.
Oh,
I think last year was the only year.
Your team does not deserve a Dubai.
We need a Dubai.
Your team does not deserve it.
Your team does not deserve it. You lot are not top of the table, so why?
We need a Dubai.
No,
we need a
you're not top of the
Dubai.
table.
Dubai is
You're not
to
top of the table.
re-energize ourselves, get the systems going again, get the blood pumping.
But the break did come at the perfect time.
Yeah.
You got to say, but it doesn't get easier. We've got Forest now.
Yeah, killing
Forest
it.
too.
Killing
We've got
it.
Man United coming out, but we got.
What about Ipswich? Ipswich came from nowhere to win Tottenham.
Are we playing Ipswich soon? No, I think we got Ipswich in December.
I'm just talking about like teams that are like.
Oh yeah,
coming through.
No, the
Ipswich
Premier
are
League,
an easy
it's
team.
a much higher standard this year. Like Liverpool will drop points. They will. It's not. People think it's all set and match, and we're only in November. Like when we lost the league, not last season, the year before, we were 9 points ahead going into April. It's November, and people think it's over. What? This doesn't make any sense. It's far from over, and the league's a lot higher standard this time.
100%. I mean, once this is over as well, Manchester United are going to welcome the Portuguese tactician. Some people are gassed about it. Ruben Amorim, coming in.
Could you have told me the sporting manager's name 2 months ago?
Yeah, because we made a video.
It was when I was to Liverpool.
Yeah, so
People out of 10. If I'd said to them 2 months ago, who's the sporting Lisbon manager, they wouldn't have been able to tell me 2 months ago.
Oh, 100% could.
As an Arsenal fan, we would have
Actually,
known.
Liverpool fans knew because we actually wanted him over Anna Slot, but yeah, unfortunately, he chose our rivals, Man United. But yeah,
you must be still happy with Slot though. Got you top of the league.
I can't lie, he's doing a great job. Even in the Champions League, I think we're like first or second in Champions League.
Yeah.
So it's like we're doing a great job.
But that's an interesting thing because when people say to me, like I've got the opinion, right? Eventually, if Arteta can't win us anything, we need to have a look at other managers available. We can't just stick with him forever. But then Arsenal fans always ask me the question. They say, "Well, who would you get then? Who would you get? Who would you get?" Number one, I'm not a sporting director, so that's not my job to find who
you just want different football with it.
But it's more the point is, would any Liverpool fan have put their hand up a year ago and said the man to replace Klopp, yet alone have them 9 points clear already, would be Arne Slot?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So it goes to show that there are managers out there. Like I'm not saying he's doing a good job, but again, no one would have put their hand up and said Postecoglou to manage Spurs. Like, he's hardly doing. I'm not saying he's doing a good job, but like Arne Slot has come out of nowhere. So it just goes to show that there are managers out there that are capable of getting teams
I think we're in a different era of football right now, where back in 10 years ago, easily I would have said if you're well known by everyone, you're going to get a top name, top club sign you as a manager. But nowadays, it looks like who's got the right philosophy, who's got the right integrity.
The manager scene's drying up.
It's drying up. It is
For the
drying
last
up.
10 years, it's been the same managers on rotation everywhere. Mourinho's been here, there, and everywhere. You know, it's just It's nice. There's some new names. There's new names in the game now, which is nice.
I think it's a nice refreshment. Arteta, as much as everyone likes to, as much as I like to hate on him, it definitely does it.
Well, do you not think that?
Really?
Obviously, like with Thomas Tuchel managing England, you lot think that's a new era of like top managers managing
international teams going straight to international. Like, had enough probably.
Yeah, like Pochettino's at USA. Who would have thought that? Like 18 months ago. Since it's been this winter.
Like a month or two.
Pochettino's been managing USA.
USA men's national team.
I need to tap in. What I would never have.
You like some of these.
Not that he's a top manager. Though. Let's not take the mick. He's actually never won anything significant. In his life.
No, other than League But you know how we. I think everyone knows how to feel about that.
Messi, Neymar, and Suarez.
Of course, you're gonna win that.
But Thomas Tuchel, that's fair. Since we are talking about international football, let's talk about Thomas Tuchel for like literally a little bit. Do you think he's better than what actually people were thinking of who else could come?
Oh, he's a great manager.
Yeah.
I don't think the question has ever been if he's a good enough manager to manage England. I think everyone knows Tuchel's more than capable of managing England.
I agree. Yeah.
My thing is I wanted an English manager because it feels like less of an achievement if you're winning something as a country.
Who's winning it with England? Who's English?
I know you're saying that's the thing. That's the thing. There isn't anyone out there that's English that is really going to be capable of doing the job, which is a shame. Yeah. But like, if you know what I'm trying to say, it's like England have won it, but the German won it for us.
I understand it, but at the end of the day, last time England won anything was 1966, bro. You got to put all of that.
I can tell you in charge of that point.
You got to put all of that.
It's desperate times.
You got to put that in the back corner and be like, forget all that. We need to win something. I understand what you're saying in terms of the morals and everything, but nah, bro.
On the international stage, we got to look ourselves as Borussia Dortmund. You know, always going to be second best. Just second best. Yeah, recently, just second best. That's all England have been, which is Borussia Dortmund of the international stage. And it's just like, do you know what, Thomas Tuchel coming? I think it's going to improve the team. It's going to bring a serial killer winning mentality. I think, he's worked in Premier League before. He's worked with certain players that need a revitalisation. Mason Mount, maybe. Like, I'm not saying he's going to get there on the merit of being a great player. But like,
he's got a good chance of being in that squad.
Exactly. Because of his relationship with Thomas Tuchel and he was balling with Thomas Tuchel as his manager in that three-at-the-back system.
He was a good player back then.
He was a good player, but obviously, like Reece James as well might have a higher opportunity now if he isn't injured. Obviously,
when he's not injured, he's obviously one of the best right backs on the planet. But if it's whether or not he can get the boots on.
And I think his job is a bit more easier than the past England managers that have come before him because they were told to try and build a team, try and get players playing and all that. But his job is just win the World Cup, bro. Yeah. Like they basically just said, 2026.
Do what you need to do.
Bring it home.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. So he doesn't really need to think about, who can I integrate? Who do I need to get? No, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Southgate's done all
that. Come second twice, done what I needed to do, now just win it.
But with the Borussia Dortmund thing, I don't think it is a Borussia Dortmund thing. I don't think Dortmund can compete with Bayern Munich. I think the fact that England have lost to Spain and Italy is it's not good enough.
No.
I think when you look at the two squads, or the three squads, it's not really good enough. We're at a stage where I think all it was really going to take in those last two tournaments was having a good manager to get over the line. I think now that we've got that, I don't see why we wouldn't, because I think the manager's the only thing that was running against us in those tournaments. I mean, we were lucky to get to the final of Euro. This Euros has just passed anyway. We shouldn't have even got past Slovakia.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the rest were a bit more on merit. The Netherlands
Greece,
great.
Greece as well.
What about Greece?
England losing to Greece.
That was Nations League though. It's still a but those games, they obviously don't care. Like I can tell you, when those players go to these summer tournaments, they clearly care. And I know I watch all these rubbish games against Greece. We lost to didn't we lose to Finland? Was it Iceland or Finland? We lost
Finland
the week before the Euros or something. We lost to one of them. But I know the players are not going to play like that. They actually ended up doing it. Yeah, they actually did end up playing like that. But luckily we got away with it. But they're always going to raise their game for the tournament. But these Nations League games, I can tell they care about them as much as any friendly. They're not too fussed about.
But in terms of quality of coaches, I think since Fabio Capello, I think this is like the highest quality coach that England has hired.
Capello was never a quality manager when he joined.
Having pedigree.
Pedigree. So
I think,
England after Capello, who was it? Steve McLaren?
Roy Hodgson.
McLaren, then Hodgson. They had some dodgy ones.
I feel like, England okay, enough is enough. We need to get this.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good for English football as well.
I wonder how Tuchel will enjoy England fans.
Interesting. Chelsea fans will love him.
Quickly he'll be like, I don't fancy this.
I think Chelsea fans will love him. The rest of the country just needs to just suck up now and like realize, you know what, he's our manager now.
Desperate times, yeah.
Desperate times.
Yeah, move on, 100%. Man.
Let's move away from international football. Let's talk about something that's happening in France with Olympique Lyon. Lyon
to say in French. I think I can translate what you want to say in French.
No, I can't say it in French. I'm afraid. I'm not one of them guys. But Olympique Lyonnais, they will be getting relegated if they do not fix up their financial situations. Yeah. So
how long they got?
So they've got until the end of the season.
So provisionally.
It's a provisional thing. Until the end of the season, they may be going down to League 2.
So that'll theoretically make their players available.
100%.
So Arsenal need a striker.
Lacazette
back, yeah. Lacazette back again.
Yeah.
Did Lacazette get over 50 goals for Arsenal, right?
No.
Don't think he touched 50.
I think he could have.
I think he could have.
He used to stat pad in the
Europa League. He would just score one,
Has he got over 50 goals for Arsenal?
I don't think so. But there's like individuals in there that seem interesting, like Ryan Cherky, who's a French youngster, winger/10, who's a bit interesting. I like the way he plays.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Yeah, Ainsley
Maitland-Niles. I'd rather have him back than Lacazette.
Utility player.
His last game for Arsenal, we got a man of the match and they got sold a month later. I never understood that.
Norwich, did it?
But Watford at home, we won 1-0. He got man of the match and then the next game he was dropped. And by January, he was gone.
He told him, he played well in the midfield as well.
He was good, yeah. He wasn't a bad player. I don't think he's not Arsenal standard of today. Lacazette didn't get 50 goals.
Yeah. No. I was looking at the Lyon players that's actually could be available. And I saw like Nicolas Tagliafico, the left back Argentina. He's a bit old now, so maybe someone in the Premier League like lower
FIFA
down.
20 he was.
Yeah, for Ajax he was great. But the Georgian striker, Mikhail Tatse.
Someone's gonna have to tell me,
Yeah, Mikhail Tatse, he's going to be available as well, which is going to be interesting.
Luis
Zaha's on loan from Galatasaray. Benrahma's there. Yeah, Benrahma is definitely there. But I think that's about it. Lyon have actually fallen from grace, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know how it gets to that.
United,
didn't it? Come to that.
It's like the players. I'm looking at the players. I just looked at the list of players. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. It's actually not that interesting.
So it's not that they're playing badly. It's just purely finances.
Yeah, purely finances. They're like, look, you guys need to either fix up or you're gonna go home. Well, go home, go down to League 2, basically, is what they're gonna say. But talking about Tottenham now and the way they ending off their time before the international break. Yeah,
it's just been a mess. Full stop.
Yeah, you're not a fan of Postecoglou then?
A fan of Postecoglou.
Yeah. I know as an Arsenal fan, you'll probably have a bias this, but in general.
When he came into the league, they tried to make him like the media's favourite, didn't they? Mm-hmm. They tried to run that one for about 6 months.
Because of how blunt he was.
He seemed like a really great guy. And then after a while, you know, he was always going to bite. Like, you can only put up that act while managing Tottenham for so long. He's probably lost hair. He's lost patience. It was never going to last, that act. And he hasn't got the media backing that he did when he joined, for sure. And now you can just see it. The wheels are falling off. They're losing.
He put pressure on himself this season when he said, "I usually win something on my." I can't do an Australian accent.
Suicide.
Yeah, I usually win something on my second season.
He said, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I think he was overconfident. Anyways,
I think also it's more to do with that. Look, like this is a warning to my players. Like, I usually win something in my second season. If I don't win something, it's on you guys. I think that's the sort of aura he was coming at.
Either way, silly.
Yeah,
absolutely silly.
I don't think he should have came at it like that either. 100%.
It's unprofessional.
It's like you get girls in secondary school, wrapping them up easy. Then you move up to uni and you start saying that because I used to get girls in secondary school, I should be able to just pump up like that. And you're thinking, and you're saying that, you're like, bro, you haven't even seen what's there yet. Your first season, your first year at uni, you flopped. You're probably going to have to change your course now. You're talking about, what are you doing, mate? You know what I'm saying? First season at Spurs, he was like, he didn't really do much.
What's the problem at that? What's the problem at that club then? Because I've seen it the other day. They actually do spend money. They do spend money. They've had proven managers. One of them they sacked 3 days before a cup final or something.
That's a joke.
I don't think Spurs will live that down for a long time.
I genuinely think Mourinho would have been the first.
I don't even understand why they sacked him.
He would have been the first manager to win it since 2008, a trophy. I genuinely would have believed that.
He wouldn't have won it, but at least he would have stood a better chance winning that one-off game than
Ryan Mason.
Yeah,
definitely.
That was silly. But what is the actual problem? That I don't understand this. I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining.
It's a culture issue. Man. I'm fascinated frustrated by just how it just consistently year after year just by default goes wrong.
Yeah. It's a culture issue. You see this at loads of different clubs. You see it at Man United where we keep seeing merry-go-rounds. They do it on a 3-year cycle where it looks good at first and then the players sort of be like, do you know what, I'm not up to it anymore. And they sign big, sign crazy, too big. Like Fred, 49 million, Maguire, 80 million, Anthony, 100 M's. Hoyland, Pogba.
I heard he's coming back, you know.
No, Pogba's not coming back.
They say he's coming back.
I just saw it. No.
He's not coming back to train.
Yeah, Fab's on it.
But with all these managers, it's all been nothing but moments with these managers. Like they've given the fans moments. With Arteta, yeah, it started off so bad, but when he came in, you could see there was some kind of style of play that we were getting at, and it was slowly getting better. Obviously, we'd still have the 5-0s and the 4-0s against Liverpool and the 5-0s against City. They would still happen. Yeah. But that was all part of the learning. We've got to a stage now. I feel like this is my view on Arteta. I feel like we were at D. He took us to C. He's now taken us to B. Is he the man to take us from B to A? But there's been a forward trajectory the whole time. We've been moving forward.
It's the
with
culture.
These other managers, I feel like it's just a standstill, but with a different face managing the club. I don't know what top.
I feel like again, Arteta is another example. I think of Arsenal culture in terms of not being a nearly their team. They've seemed to be a nearly their team since moving to the Emirates. So I just feel like it's an issue with the club as well. Again. And does he have the right players? I think the signings weren't. I don't think he has the right players in terms of the signings weren't amazing.
Say that, but he spent nearly £1 billion, and it's all been his. He spent nearly £1 billion.
Yeah, no, and it's not been good enough still.
That's what I'm saying.
I think only like 65 because that has been on an attack.
Something like under 100 million on attackers. He's been here 5 years, and the only thing he's won was with a team of players that weren't his.
It was Unai Emery's squad, yeah.
He spent nearly £1 billion on his squad and managed nothing.
People say that all the time, that it was Unai Emery's team, but Arteta played all the FA Cup games, so you have to give him that. Like Emery was gone before the FA Cup started. You have to at least give him that.
But from a business perspective, if you're looking down at it as a boss and you've given him all of this money, and with that money he's managed to. That's why for me, I'm not reacting. Even if we lose to Forest, we lose to Man United, I won't jump on that yet. He's got this season for me. He's got this season for me. Because listen, we're in a Carabao quarter-final.
Yeah,
I think we're going to win that. I think we're going to win the Carabao.
This brings me to a question. Is Tottenham part of the top 6? Can we?
Why is he just shouting?
We were talking about
top 6.
You were talking about Arsenal so much. Let's talk about Tottenham.
No, I said Tottenham. Why are you changing the topic for? We were literally talking about Arsenal. He said, "What are they part of it?"
What I want to say is because obviously we've had like a known top 6 team since I think the past 20 years. So Tottenham used to be part of it, but it seems like they're dropping out.
Bro, before Tottenham, Chelsea aren't, if you're going to really count it based on last season. Man United are definitely not a part of it if you really want to go down that sort of like league positioning.
Yeah. It's the big 6 based on what the clubs are worldwide and how big they are worldwide. They are, whatever happens, they will be the 6 biggest clubs around from England around the world. And I don't think that changes. Even if Spurs finish 14th, if Spurs finish 14th, they will be headlines because they're still a big club. Yeah. So if Newcastle finish 14th in next year, it's not headlines.
It's why I don't like the top 6 arguments.
It's kind of wild.
It's not top 6. It's big 6.
Big 6. Even big 6 is kind of wild because everybody else in that big 6 has won the Premier League. Tottenham haven't. So when you actually put it down and play in the simple terms, it's like, you man are not. We're just allowing you. I don't know why you're laughing. You just won it recently. So, but I get you. But you won it. But you get what I'm saying? When you actually put it down.
I'm about to win it this season as well.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
In November.
In November.
When Arsenal are top at Christmas, it's you won the league at Christmas. But when Liverpool are top in the start of November, they've won it. It's all done.
League. Huh? 2003.
2004 actually.
Okay,
2004, man.
Yeah, well, there you go.
20 years ago.
More than.
Every time, nearly.
Yeah, I think it's still good. It's Arsenal are nearly side, basically. That's what I'm going. Under Arteta, that's what they are. And it's just going to take that next step of a manager to build them up to be a winning team. Yeah, I just look at Luis Enrique and I just think he's a nice manager.
I'm losing patience, to be honest.
Yeah,
Luis Enrique on PSG, man.
Yeah, but he signed a new contract recently, so he's not leaving. But yeah, that's a conundrum for Arsenal board to figure out themselves. Let's end the podcast on a player that is a rising star this season in the Champions League as well as in his own league. Gyokeres, his manager left him to go Man United. Could we see Gyokeres himself moving to Man United, or do we see his fortunes elsewhere, basically?
I mean, for the last few years, it's felt like that of Aussie man, like he's going to go somewhere eventually. And
he's at the best club in the country.
It's all just,
yeah, man.
The best club in what country?
My country, Turkey, bro.
Right. You do know he's going to leave.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, you know, do you know what it is? It's a loan.
I genuinely call that one of the first signings I've seen that there was an accident. I don't even think that.
It was beautiful.
It was a beautiful accident.
That's right.
It was a beautiful accident. Yeah. But it was a complete accident. That was not meant to happen. I don't think anyone would have called that at the start of the window.
How could it be an accident if it meant to happen? Literally,
he signed for the accident.
No, he didn't sign for the accident because they called him up. They said, "Look, you're not going anywhere. You're not signing for anyone. You're not going to play on the Conte. Just come over here. Come, make Tottenham look like your tutor. Like you're their dog, man. Yeah, he should have scored loads. Him and Icardi should have scored more. But like literally, he did not sign on accident. That was perfect. It was perfect timing at the right time because they waited and they waited and waited. They saw the opportunity. Do you know what? We might as well go for it.
Do you think he's a great player?
100%. 100%. The way he made Tottenham look silly is a joke.
Do you think he's better than an Isak, for example, at Newcastle?
I don't think that's debatable yet.
Yeah, it's Isaac.
Because for me, like this is where like if going back to Gyokeres, is Gyokeres better than Osimhen? I'd probably say yeah. But like again, it's a bit unsure.
Okay, compare him to Jackson.
That's hard.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You think he's better than Jackson?
Osimhen?
Yeah,
of course,
100%.
Yeah, as a striker, or as a footballer,
he's better. All round.
All round?
Yeah.
No. I think Jackson's first
I don't know about all round,
Oh my
but
gosh.
because Osimhen is.
I don't really rate Jackson like that. I never really rate Jackson like that. But Aussie man, I just don't rate it at all. I don't know.
I just off and on, man. You don't know what you're gonna get with him.
But that's the thing with him. He misses a load of chances, but he also creates a load of chances, which is why I've had to put it's a numbers game with strikers. It's right. It's about how many chances you can make for yourself, and obviously no one misses more than Haaland. Haaland misses so many chances, but it's about how many chances you can make because eventually. If you're of that quality, you're gonna take them. So
like Osimhen is taking chances right now at Galatasaray, which is like crazy considering how low the talent is compared to the ceiling he has.
He's so bad to
the rest of the club.
When I watch him, I'm just like,
you can say that, but he does the job, innit? He does the job, and I just feel like Gyokeres, like again going back to Gyokeres, he seems to be like everyone's favourite right now due to the way he looks. But again, there is a reason why during the COVID times. He didn't do it with Brighton. He couldn't do it with Brighton.
Was he at Brighton during COVID?
Yes.
And he was playing?
He was playing.
Wow. Then he went to Coventry.
The fact that you can't play behind the closed doors, this is what I'm trying to say. There was no fan pressure in the Premier League at that moment in time. We're seeing players like Maguire that actually,
Pulisic.
Oh my God, they look good. Pulisic,
oh
my God.
Pulisic looks unreal.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, behind closed doors.
Yeah, Joe Willock.
Yeah, but Gyokeres.
You just need a switch, innit?
What?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Players, you just need that
I feel
switch.
like he was just... You know, he just
like, turned on.
Yeah, just turned on. Like,
Francis Coquelin. It's one season. Turned on. Sometimes that's
Where
what
is he
you
now?
need.
Is he still at Villarreal?
He's Villarreal, yeah, I think he is. I
They're
think he
about
is.
to sign him somewhere.
Nah.
He's one of those. But you just need a switch.
Yeah.
You know.
Although I saw it coming though from Coventry. His days in Coventry, like he was.
You saw him.
Gyokeres, he was on fire.
I think that's why Sporting Lisbon even signed him. It was that season with Coventry. You know what?
His numbers were.
Fantastic.
All I'm saying is though, if he goes to Man United, he's another flop. Yeah, 100%.
What?
100%.
You think Man United is once he touches United?
You don't think he's what they need to be good?
No, because firstly, if they sign him and then he does become bad, then everyone is going to banter him saying, you got £140 million worth of strikers up front and you guys can't do anything with £140 million worth of players. That's one. There's pressure when he goes there. Number two is he needs a team that is ready for him now.
What
Manchester United are not ready. Huh?
What team do you think is perfect for him at the moment?
Arsenal is perfect for him at the moment.
I mean, if he wants to go Spain, if you want to replace one of the greatest strikers ever in Lewandowski, that might be an option for me.
That's a good
I think Barcelona is, for me, I would say, a good match for Gyokeres.
Yeah,
Don't come to the
Real
Prem.
Madrid want a striker.
What?
I think they've come to the realisation that Mbappe can't play there. I think they keep sticking him out wide. They've come to the realisation that he's not a nine.
Then, one of them have to leave.
Rodrigo's got to leave and he's got to come to Arsenal, but unfortunately, we just don't have what it takes to get that.
Mbappe can't play.
They can't play together. They cannot play together. It doesn't work. Because Mbappe doesn't want to play in the middle. And Vini is doing a Mazza on the left. And Mbappe is realising that this ain't my club. I can't pull the strings.
Trust me.
And Vinny's looking at him like, bro, I was here before you.
He should have come to Arsenal, man. He couldn't come to Arsenal. He can play on the left. He
Number
can go up top when he
14.
fancies it. Number 14. It makes so much sense. It upsets me that it just makes so much sense. That's what's annoying me. It makes
waste, man. That's what he doesn't like to work.
I don't get it though. Like it just makes
doesn't like to
too
work.
much sense. Like going to Real Madrid, right? No, that also made sense at the time in everyone's head, but as it turns out, no, man.
No, it did.
With the left wing situation we've got, we could do with him.
We
man.
called it.
You called Mbappe not working at Real Madrid?
Yeah, and they've gone to us.
We could clip it right now.
I thought you'd done 50.
Does he fit into that Real Madrid system? I don't see it. I don't personally see it.
I think they're going to hate him.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
I reckon.
Do you know what it is? I don't think Mbappe's going to do well at Real Madrid.
No.
I mean, he'll do well, but I think from a personal level, it's not going to be...
His expectations aren't going to
Exactly.
be met.
And also, I feel like even if he wins a Champions League with Real Madrid, it's not going to mean much because after this year, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. It's gonna be a 15th one.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
they've won it before him. They're gonna win it after him. They won it with Ronaldo. After Ronaldo,
it won't mean too much. Okay,
Vinicius won a couple already.
Yeah,
so
I think that's fair. That's a very good point. To be fair,
by December.
No, we didn't.
I thought he was gonna clean.
No, we said ourselves. This was
a season.
Huh?
I think he needs one season to like.
Just acclimate.
No, he doesn't. If you're a world star player, you should be.
You guys even wanted him.
When was the last time
I know we're not gonna go.
Yeah, no, but 100%. Like I was gonna say, what we said, him and Vinny Jr. are gonna pick up the same position. Well, they want to do the same thing on the football pitch. Mbappe doesn't want to play off of a defender, and he doesn't really want to be the one that sort of makes the play for the other wingers in that.
But Real Madrid are going to have to make it work. Because you can't spend that money. I think them what they're paying.
The only way it's going to work is if Rodrigo goes like you said. But I don't
on the right.
That's the thing.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the only way I can see happen. We've seen him, a very young Mbappe, when he won the World Cup with France, do something on that sort of right hand side. And I guess he had freedom under Deschamps to do right side, left side, as well as middle. But
because I'm not hearing that he's a bad player. I've heard a lot of like slander.
No, he's not a bad player.
No, he's not
fitting in.
That's just not working.
We're not saying we're not saying he's a bad player. It's just his stats are not going to live up to the expectations. Real Madrid will still go on to win Champions Leagues and stuff like that, but it won't be thanks to Mbappe. It won't look good on Mbappe, even if they do win it.
Face of
it won't be the face of
anything
that.
he does now. I think
success,
is it possible to say he's already written his football legacy? It's done. Not that he's done as a player, but like that World Cup at that age is locked off. That's you, bro. That's you.
He needs a Champions League though. Hasn't got one.
He needs, but when he gets that Champions League, won't be I won this Champions League from Man. It's the club one.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
He's gonna have to live with that. I mean, that's a fair deal. You know what I'm saying? I've taken the final. I've won a World Cup before.
Henry got his Champions League.
Yeah, with Barcelona. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta do that.
So Harry Kane's
highest goal scorer for PSG.
Still not managed to trophy.
He's the highest goal scorer for PSG ever, right?
Yeah. I think so. I think
it must be. So you've got
yeah.
accolades to that extent, but this Champions League, the team just gotta hold your hand to it.
How about Harry Kane? Do you not think he's finally gonna win a trophy?
Obviously. Yes.
When does he go?
Next question. Let's go back to Gyokeres.
He may not win it, you know.
No, I think he will. I think they will this season. But Gyokeres, right? Let me just go around. I said Barcelona. Who do you guys reckon?
Want him to go to? Or do you think he should?
Where do you think he should go? And who do you think want him?
Don't think you can name a club on the planet that doesn't want him.
Where do you think he'll go?
I think he should go to United. It'll be fun. It'll be fun in terms of because as you said, I don't want him to do well. And it's going to be a thing of that you guys cannot get this right. Like everything they try,
it's not working
because of the sins of.
But this manager has proven he can make it right with him.
No, with him,
this manager.
But in the Premier League, we need to. That's the thing.
But you say that, but they just slapped City 4-1.
That's very true as well. Very true.
I just think it's going to work the way the Lisbon players were working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Carrington ain't the way, like Ronaldo said, it's still the same.
Esco, what about you then? Where do you think he'll go?
Need to have to do a swap deal. Nunes for Gyokeres. You know what I mean?
What are you going to Lisbon?
No, but mind you, he's proved himself in Lisbon.
Yeah.
I think if Lisbon looked at it and said, right, you give us 30 in Nunes, they'll get 30 million out of that, and they'll get a man who's proven in that league. And the foundations are already there for someone like Nunes to score the goals he needs to in that team. I think on Sporting Lisbon's behalf, that's not even a bad deal. Obviously, the quality in players is light and day, but the actual, in terms of what they're going to get out of Nunes, that's already proven. How many goals did he get for Benfica? Didn't he get like 30 in a season at Benfica?
Banging it in.
He's going to love to go back as well. Like,
no, he's not.
Are you sending him away?
Really trying to take him back.
I promise you, I've been to Lisbon and I've been to Liverpool. Listen, if both have got Champions League football, I know where I'm playing.
I know
exactly where I want to live.
What about you then, Dylan? Where do you reckon Gyokeres will go?
I think it could be a weird one. I mean, it might be one of them. The transfer window runs, and then it's this deal and that deal, and then maybe he ends up there for another season. It's like, what the hell's going on? Like how it's been with Mbappe lately. But oh God, if you had to pick one club, I mean, it makes sense for him to go to Arsenal. I'd love to see him.
I was going to say,
Arsenal give him a go, because how much would he realistically cost?
70, 80, maybe 70, even 90.
When you
really
factor in, we spent 65 million on a man who doesn't know what his own position is.
Shut up, man.
Shut up. But this is what I was about to say. But this is what I'm saying. When you factor in that we spent 65 million on a guy who doesn't know his main position, would it be outrageous to even spend 70, 80 on Gyokeres? I don't think it would. I think
no.
I mean, at this stage, like clubs as big as Arsenal, with the money Arsenal have and the money they rip us fans out of, I think they owe us at least the experiment of trying Gyokeres for 78 million. Like
100%.
Forget the structure.
They can't pretend we've got no money. Last week we lost the game and they dropped 2 kick ranges in a week. Like, they can't claim there's no money.
Get the wage bill.
I
want trophies.
Yeah, I know.
There's players to get rid of as well. Who have we got left that we still need to get rid of? There's
We've gone rid of
Zinchenko, you guys have.
I think Zinchenko will move. Zinchenko will move on.
Are you guys?
Kiwior's just signed. He's hardly on wages anyway. I think he's just one of them squad players. He might go out on loan soon.
Thomas Partey?
He's probably going to sign a contract.
He needs an extension. He needs an extension, not to be sold. He needs an extension.
I agree. I do agree, but because of his age,
Uncle is playing for that contract.
But why do people say he's been playing for this contract? He's never been a bad player.
The thing is, because he's been through a lot of injuries, this season it's moving like he can't get injured.
No.
He's playing more games.
Didn't he play he played against Bolton?
Yeah, he's playing.
If I was on there last year, I wouldn't dare risk him against Bolton.
I'm thinking, what's going on? And he's not going to play for Ghana anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going there. He didn't even qualify for the AFCON.
Did you call him for the international friendlies?
No, he didn't go. Neither did Saka. Rice didn't go to England.
I mean, they don't deserve to be like. They should be in the.
I think the world's just waking up full stop to the fact that like international football's not that important outside of tournaments.
100%.
Like, at least the Nations League. But England are playing Nations League right now. Ghana, weren't they playing qualification for World Cup?
Yes.
That's a bit different. That's kind of surprising he didn't go. But yeah, with in general, the international stuff is drying up.
100%.
The noise is getting in.
Thank you to Dylan and Esco for joining us. I'm going to end the podcast right there. If you enjoyed that, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment what you guys think. Where do you reckon Gyokeres is going to go? Is he going to go to Barca, Liverpool, United or Arsenal? Do you reckon is there another team that you guys can think of? And we'll see you in the next one.